in Federation Square.
St. Paul's Cathedral.
That's St. Paul's. This is a visitor center, which is very modern. Behind it is a very old-fashioned train. Impromptu music concert. There's the train station. Part of the downtown skyscape. Another unusual building, unusual man. National Art Gallery over here. This is the Yarrow River.
River breezes there.
Yeah, some people rowing. A lot of rowers out on this river. I think there's a stadium back over there. This is Princess Bridge. It's built in 1888. It's kind of the end of the big go boom. It's another cruise. The 1888 bridge. Hammer Hall. Must be a concert hall. The downtown area, part of it. Still on the Yarrow River. A pedestrian bridge. And that's the side of the river we were walking around where Flanders Square is. And there's where we were on the other side of the Yarrow River. Pedestrian bridge. Riverside Quay is full of restaurants and people eating and drinking in them right now. The Chinese New Year was recently. The truck park, a former railroad bridge converted to pedestrian way. It's a really great building here. It's the H&M building now, but it's one of the historic ones. We're waiting for the city tram to come pick us up. After eating, the bus in front of is City Tempo Hotel, the high-rise. We're on floor number 7. I didn't do it. Queen Victoria Market, full of fruits and vegetables. This is Melbourne. Traffic. This is the Free City Tram. This is got off at Parliament Stop, and this is a nearby garden. Across the street over there is an old theater and fiddler. Plaque for St. Peter's. Construction began in 1846, so it's one of the older things here. This is the church where Melbourne was declared a city, 13th of February. This is St. Peter's. It was actually first founded by Latrobe, who was the lieutenant governor back in the day. St. Patrick's Cathedral, which is the cathedral church for Melbourne. Here's a look at the garden from the top, another view of the garden. And there's like parrots and Maya birds flying around of these trees. That's very beautiful. And it smells really good with all the flowers in bloom. Seriously, the world's biggest honeysuckle flower. Wow, look at the size of those honeysuckles. And we have this lovely rock statue of the dolphin fountain. A whole row of marigolds and flaming flowers. English elms that were planted back in the mid-1800s when the gardens were formed. Originally there'd been red river gums here. This is a Moreton Bay fig tree right by Cook's Cottage. The story of the cottage, it was built in 1755 in England and shipped to Victoria in 1934. This is our conservatory. We're going to see if we can stroll in. Really big impatiens in the Mother of the first white guy born in Australia back in 1835, December 29th, Fort Begonia catch here. Some more of the flower displays outdoors now. A monument to John F. Kennedy. Death dates on it. 1963, I remember it well. The Treasury Building. Beautiful building. This is inside. It was designed by a 19-year-old named Clark. Guess Governor Mike, Governor of Victoria. Declare a free day for everything in Victoria.
Sounds good.
At the gold rush, they had to have a secure place to store the gold. There are examples of the welcome stranger and the welcome nugget, found replicas of the ones that were found near here. Wow, they're huge. Here is my hand. The gold rush began in 1851, and by 1857 they realized they needed a new, stronger building to hold all the gold, and this was it. So they mined a lot of gold. $26 million worth of gold bars. The population grew to from 77,000 to 400,000 during the gold rush. MacArthur Street and Spring Street right here. And that's the free City Circle tram we've been taking around. Runs on tracks. And I believe this must be the Parliament building. This is the entranceway. Very old building here. And we had to get, it's a Queen Victoria statue.
Sections to be completed. Now you may notice just walking in that aside from the rather grand chandeliers we have, we also have some gold on the columns over here and on the ceiling. So that's actual real gold leafing. And you're probably wondering why there's so much gold in the building. Well, in the 1850s, Victoria was in the grip of a very exciting gold rush, and that made Melbourne one of the world's wealthiest cities. So some of that gold actually ended up in Parliament House. And because we were so wealthy at that point, we could actually start building Parliament House, although it wasn't actually finished because we got a bit overexcited with our spending and Melbourne went into a recession. So that was in the 1850s, 1860s.
Real gold.
But we actually do vote them in.
This is the library.
Okay, so
Ornate
very astute observation.
building.
So this is the Legislative Council chamber, or the more commonly known as the Upper House. So it's built in 1856, the same year as the Legislative Assembly. A few features you'll notice walking in. We have, of course, quite a bit of gold leafing on the columns and the ceiling, at the top of the columns, and we also have coat of arms just here. Now, as I said,
This is the upper house. We just took one of the free guided tours. That was the short tour. Parliament. That's the Parliament building. We were just able to take a short tour. It's for Parliament of Victoria. That's the Princess Theatre in Melbourne, downtown here. This is Hotel Windsor, built in the 1800s. Their lobby. The same decor as the Brown Hotel. There is the entrance to Chinatown. really looks more like official Chinatown. It's our appetizer. Dumplings. Yeah. It's a sizzling hot pot with fish and tofu and veggies. It's a lot of food. This is a street that's famous for graffiti. They're making graffiti as we speak. Those are like
Stay up. I really don't stay up very long, usually.
well, not as long as somebody has a can of spray paint. There's a commissioned artwork. Yeah. This is the ultimate street art place.
Enjoy uninterrupted 300.